Hey, what's up, everybody? What's going on? It is your boy, SportsRap CEO, back at you once again, real quick. Again, not in studio today, in observance of President's Day today, so I'm going to take a little break. But I had to come give y'all a little something I wanted to talk to y'all about. And I kind of mentioned it last week, and I mentioned it a few weeks ago as well. Actually, there's a couple things, so I'm going to get to one first. All right, the first one is, this past weekend was the NBA All-Star game. And I don't know how you all felt about it, but I've mentioned on air that for the past couple years, it has been watered down, dumbed down. Viewership has not been great. And it's just been bad. Thank God for Mac McClung, who, in my opinion, for all intent purposes, has revamped and reinvented the dunk contest with the three-peat this year, winning it again this year, making it his third time in the three-peat. But if you didn't know, so this year they switched it up again, and they had four teams. So the three hosts of the TNT inside the NBA, so that's everybody minus Ernie, were GMs, and they picked teams from the starter pool and the All-Star reserve pools. Candace Parker was awarded a pool or a team from the Rising Stars. She was awarded the Rising Stars team. So they played a tournament, each game of 40. Okay. The first two teams played, and the second two teams played, and the two winners played and won the title, win the championship or the crown or the tournament, whatever you want to call it. Of course, Shaq's team, well, not of course, but Shaq's team ended up winning. And there were a lot of memes this morning earlier on social media with Steph Curry. I think he had like 12 points, something like a game that you would not look at as an MVP in an All-Star game. So they've also been talking about making the All-Star game a national event. Not so much a national event, but what I mean is having teams from different nations. I think that might work. But again, you have to kind of figure how you can put it together. Me personally, like I've said time and time again, for me as a basketball fan, huge basketball fan that I am, I used to look forward to All-Star Weekend. And then again, just a tidbit, it wasn't a lot of hype about All-Star Weekend. You typically hear about NBA All-Star Weekend. You typically hear about it being on competing with Valentine's Day and all that jazz, but there was not a lot of hype around it this year. But anyway, for me, like I was saying, diehard, huge basketball fan that I am, I would look forward to All-Star Weekend. Like I said, I used to look forward to the dunk contest back in my day when there was the Dominiques and the Dr. J's and the Larry Nances. Then it got watered down and it changed. They took it away and all that jazz. But most importantly was that Sunday. And again, like I said, I am a diehard Sixers fan. Sixers are my team. I know we're in a way right now, and it's not a good one, but they're my guys. That's my team, okay? But I do like other players, and I do like seeing other players play. So there are some teams that are on the West Coast that have players that I like to see play because of the basketball nature in me that I don't get to see a lot. So like on that Sunday, for that one day, like I said, even if I'm not in that stadium, watch it on TV, on the internet or now or whatever. But for that one day, I can watch what we like to say, the greatest of the greatest basketball players on the earth, all at one time, playing together, same time, same arena, same court. For me, as a basketball fan, doesn't get any better than that. It's very similar to the Pro Bowl before they changed that as well. Again, you're seeing the best of the best play and compete. So they dumbed it down again. And like I said, they're talking about changing it again and doing the nations teams and all this jazz. I really personally think that it should just go back to East versus West. Starters are the starters, and then the reserves are picked, and you just play. That's what I think the fans, or a lot of fans, want to get back to, because I think that's what a lot of fans are more accustomed to. What a lot of fans really like better than all this jazz, because like fans can't even keep up now. People can't keep up with what's going on with the All-Star game now. They don't know. And I'm sure I'm waiting to see some more viewership, but I'm sure viewership was not all that great. But anyway, that's that. And like I said, when I get news, as always, y'all know what I do. I will make sure that I pass on all the information to you guys as I receive it. So, secondly, all right, number two, second thing on my list, number two. I mentioned maybe a month or so ago, a little bit ago, when I talked about fandom and I talked about implants and we talked about 10 things that exude a true fan. And I said, one of the things that kind of got under my skin, and I mean, some people might say it's me personally, it's a little petty, whatever, but it just, I'm just a big sports fan. And it's kind of funny and it's kind of odd to me where you have people that are not from the area, not from the city, maybe implants, and still cheer for their teams. No problems. That's what you do. That's fine because I cheer for my team wherever I'm at, right? But they always want to talk down about the Philly teams. They want to do this. The Philly team should do this, and it's bad, and this and that. And a lot of times, some of the times, this stuff is true. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna say they're not true. Sometimes they do have valid points. But I think my issue becomes when you then begin to say how you dislike the organization or how you dislike this and how you dislike that. And the season is going the way it is going now, for perfect example. And then you see something that says, oh, and I get it, the tickets are cheap, but you keep saying it's bad basketball, you don't want to see it. But now you begin to talk about, hey, maybe I might go down there now. Oh, they got this dollar tickets. Oh, I'm gonna go check them out. But just 2 days ago, you were talking about they should get the tickets away for free. That the team should blow this up. They should do this. They should do that. But again, the other part of my issue is, but if you still root for your team from where you're from, what's the big issue and what has you so entertained and locked in on the team that you apparently or allegedly dislike? So, like for me, I don't like the Cowboys. You're not going to hear me talking about the Cowboys at all. I don't care. I mean, I'll talk to some fans I know, and if it comes up, and some people that I'm good with, and we're talking, and we, and the Cowboys. Like I have a couple friends, a Cowboys fan, so we'll talk Cowboys back and forth, and we do what we do as fans and friends. But you're not going to hear me saying, "Oh well, Cowboys tickets are like, oh, well, I should go out there. See, maybe I'm going to Dallas. I may check a game out." Or I'm not going to say, well, Cowboys are this, that, and the third today, and then tomorrow or 2 days later, I'm going to change. Oh, well, they might be turning around. I'm still going to say, no, in my opinion, and this is me talking as an Eagles fan and how young, and me, Cowboys suck. I don't care. They stink. And I'm going to keep riding with that. I'm not going to talk about it. But again, like I said, even when I go away, I check on my team. I'm not one to, I guess, go sideways, if you will, and want to talk about another team. Then, like I said, and then you don't even make any references about the team that you allegedly are a fan of, but you consistently talk bad about a team that you allegedly don't like. I'm a little confused. I don't know if somebody can help me make it make sense. If you can, when you see this video, it's a space down below. Space down there for some comments. You can leave me some comments and let me know what you think. But again, it's a little strange to me. It's a little odd that happens. But it is what it is. People are who they are. I know who I am. I trust my fandom. I feel like I exude my fandom, and that's that. Sixers coming back from the All-Star break. It's a lot of stuff going on. Still a couple games out of the play-in tournament. It's going to be a hard catch. The two pickups at trade deadline have proven so far to be really good pickups. So far, that one that was on a G League contract has now been transferred over to a standard NBA contract, and that being Jared Butler. And for me, and all of the stuff that I do and all the things that I watch and a lot of the basketball that I watch, When we got him, I knew the name sounded familiar, and I heard Baylor, but I didn't put two and two together right away. But then I did some research, I did some looking and some searching, and I realized when Baylor won the championship that year, national championship that year, Mr. Jared Butler, who now plays for the Philadelphia 76ers, was the most outstanding player of the Final Four. So again, the other night, him and Quentin Grimes off the bench. Quentin Grimes got the start that night, and he came off the bench, giving us 30 apiece. And our one star, Paul George, gave us like nothing. His finger there, yeah, whatever. If your finger's that bad, then don't play. This is all I'm saying, right? And again, I'm not saying that our team thinks you need to do this, whatever. I'm not coming back to the Sixers organization anymore, whatever. I'm still going to be a fan. But again, I'm going to revisit this again later on before the season is over, and definitely once the season is over, how things went, how I felt things went, and how I look to see what happens next season. Because there's going to be a lot of questions to be asked, or a lot of questions to be answered in the off season, and we are going to see what happens. Once things get to a point, we've already seen some rumors and heard some rumors. But as this thing progresses, if it does not turn around, if it stays the same, or if it gets worse, you will begin to hear more rumors. And like I said, I'll be on top of it. And again, I'm going to revisit this again somewhere before the end of the season, and no doubt at the end of the season, and talk about this season and how it went from where. I'm going to backtrack from the very beginning, going back to to the summer and the off season prior to the beginning of the season, how we got here to start and how we got where we are now and wherever we get to come the end of our season, whenever the end of our season is. So again, folks, just wanted to come and give y'all a little quick stuff, some stuff that was on my mind, stuff that was on my head. Again, once you watch this video, anything you want to comment on, NBA All-Star Game, what do you think about it? Do you like the new format? Do you want them to go back to the East-West? Do you want it to be like the old school? If you watching this, I know you in my age bracket, a lot of my fans, a lot of my watchers are. So would you want it to go back to the regular East-West style? And what do you think what I said about that fandom thing? Comment on that. You know where to put the comments down below. And when I get to them, I'll comment back, and I'll tag you and everything. So, folks, again, you know where to find me at SportsRap CEO, Instagram, Threads, and TikTok. YouTube, SportsRap TV is the channel over there. Facebook, SportsRap Podcast LLC is the group page. Also, the webpage, SportsRapRadio.com. Also, don't forget to get your $5 subscription. Subscribe to the page. You already subscribed to the YouTube channel. Now you got to subscribe to that Patreon page. All right. Patreon.com/sportsrap. It's $5 membership. But over there, we're going to be able, pretty soon, we're getting it up and rolling, but I need some memberships over there so y'all can see. You'll get first run on contests that we do at Heat 100 Radio. Win tickets. You can get first run on merch that will be coming. So make sure you get over there. Patreon.com/sportsrap. And one more place. Oh, if you don't already have it, Heat 100 Radio online, the mobile app, available on iOS and for Google Play. It's your boy, Be Great on Purpose, as always. Talk to y'all all week on social media. Right back next week in studio. Peace.